What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as ETC to USD, also known as Ethereum Classic, as well as the current coin market cap charting analysis, which I think is extremely odd today. And I'd like to share some very interesting points in regards to the current markets, because I think some very interesting things are happening. As well as I would like to share you a very odd and peculiar article I found by Cointelegraph. Very interesting, definitely worth watching. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash that thumbs up button, and let's jump into today's video. So guys, let's go right into this very odd Cointelegraph article. So yeah, yesterday was a big hit. Yesterday was a ton of news coming out, especially it blew up Facebook, blew up Instagram, it blew up everybody in college who was talking about it. But US e-cigarette ban stokes fear Trump's could target Bitcoin. It wasn't a ban. They were warning that they could or are trying to ban flavored e-cigarettes, which blows my mind because, you know, they're banning e-cigarettes for maybe like the 5 or 10 cases that have come arise within the United States for e-cigarettes, which was then further minimized to vitamin E oil found in THC vaping products on the black market. And then the media has just referenced all of them to be the same thing. So basically, if you use this THC vape black market product, it's considered vaping. And they advertise all sorts of vaping products, even if it's completely irrelevant from THC and cannabis. If it's used to help people, you know, the Juul and things like that, that is considered a problem too. And they advertise the same thing when they're different. Whatever the reason may be, very odd that they're banning this when they are not going after the culprit. You know, cigarettes kill like 450,000 people a year, and there's nothing wrong with that, and that's a-okay to be up. But we have like 20 or 30 cases of people having issues with this black market vitamin E acetate that they're cutting with their cannabis crap and on the black market, and Trump wants to ban all of the vapes. Blows my mind. I don't get it. I don't see why they're not just going after cigarettes. Cigarettes make too much money. Vapes could. I don't know. If you have any opinions on that, I know it's semi-irrelevant to the channel, and I think that's a great reason why we should be talking about this article, because Cointelegraph and other news medias relevant to crypto are using this as a means of referring to Bitcoin, which is a funny scheme that I see in marketing. I'm a marketing major, and I feel like this is kind of obvious if you think about it. You know, they're taking a very popular big thing and referencing it to Bitcoin so people can view their channel, because the more people that view their website can see all the advertisements, and the advertisements make them money. So clearly US e-cigarette bans with Trump have absolutely nothing to do with targeting Bitcoin, but obviously Trump and the Cointelegraph and all that wanted to reference Trump so that they would obviously get more views and looks on their channel. Smart, funny. I thought I would share that with you guys because I think that's quite interesting, because there's no relevance to this at all. So basically he's saying the sudden restriction, which both the White House and the Food and Drug Administration yada yada means cigarettes will disappear in the US market within a month. Wow. Confirmed on September 12th. Mean e-cigarettes will disappear on U.S. markets. I actually have to look into that a little bit more because that kind of blows my mind. Manufacturers will be able to bring back their products in the future, subject to safety tests proving that they are not responsible for a reported surge in the lung disease which triggered the government action, which I think they will do. I don't think that's a problem. The Trump administration is making it clear that we intend to clear the market of flavored e-cigarettes to reverse the deeply concentrating epidemic of youth e-cigarette use that is impacting children, families, schools, communities. Very odd, you know. Blows my mind. And I feel like a lot of you guys, being, you know, older, do use these vaping products and e-cigarettes and probably disagree with the majority of the stuff he's saying, and probably agree more with what I was just saying. So while not directly pertaining cryptocurrency at all, not even know why that's referring to it, some of the industry nonetheless raised concerns that such executive power could just easily extend to Bitcoin. This is an unrelated, but shows, yeah, it is very unrelated, but shows White House can issue an executive order banning anything that could even ban Bitcoin. Wow, and that's literally all it goes into. So, dumb article, nice point to discuss, but very dumb. Relevant, I think he'd have a much harder time banning Bitcoin. He could definitely make the process harder by kicking people out of the US, But Bitcoin can very easily be used through VPNs, through Tor, through many other websites, which if it comes to that, I could easily show you guys how to go around that and change your VPN in places like where I'm in the United States, I'm in New York, but I can make my router and my computer think that I'm in, Siberia or China or Europe. It's very easy to switch that if you know what you're doing. So that could definitely be an episode for another channel. But otherwise, moving on to, let's say, the coin market cap, because I think that was a very ridiculous article. Obviously, yeah, let me know of any questions you have or comments or concerns in regards to this whole vaping ban. And I feel like they have it wrong with the vitamin E acetate in regards to THC vaping products that are black market versus the bigger industrialized Juul and vaping healthier alternatives that wasn't directly targeted for kids. It was targeted for adults. Trump wants to ban the vaping products, which are inevitably affecting the smokers who are trying to go off of it. Blows my mind. Ban cigarettes. I don't know. Regardless of that, getting now into cryptocurrency, because you can see how unaware that was and why I don't understand. Cointelegraph made an article on this. They just for the views and the clicks and the ads and the engagement, top 10 cryptos, you can notice that Bitcoin 1.8%, 10,280, Litecoin 1.75%, $69. Majority of the coins, it seems like 50-50. We have 4, 5, 6 coins in green, 4 in red. Majority of the market is mixed right now, not really seeing much movement on either direction. But I think it's very important to discuss the coins themselves, because I think there's a lot of interesting plays happening within the coins themselves. So you can see out of these top 10 cryptocurrencies right here, you'll notice some very interesting patterns that I think are something to pay attention to. You'll notice that in the past couple of days, we've been tracking Bitcoin specifically within its huge, ginormous symmetrical triangle, inevitably breaking or are hitting a pretty strong resistance here, like I said, here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days of resistance up here, and now we're coming down to a very critical point that I made and discussed with you the past couple of days. So I said we have a support down here, an uptrend. We have the highlight MMA, the red and green band. We have a strong support right at $10,000. You'll notice the price is above that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 key strong supports pushing this coin up. So very easily we managed to bounce off of here and head up higher. The problem is we have a very strong resistance at the top. And I hope I'm wrong. Like you guys said yesterday, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope we can break through here. Because if we can break through here, that should spark, obviously, some movement into Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, don't invest into Bitcoin if you're planning on buying in until we see that confirmation of a movement above this line. If we go like this and we don't break through and you buy in, we could easily, fall back down. I have no idea why this is all crooked now, but we could break through, and if we can break through, we're going to head much higher up. I have no idea why that's doing that, but obviously it's a waiting game. We have to wait and see whether or not we can build up the support to break through here. Once we see that confirmation and a candle close above this resistance, it's game on, and we should very easily see some more higher levels being retested. So this is huge, guys. This is a huge pattern that is forming right now. You can see how the major volume and swings are slowly getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Volume is slowly dipping down. You can see it. Look at the major volume we had in June, and we slowly dipped off to very low. And you can see this pretty much is seen without all the markets. I showed you on Google Trends that these major lines, volume shows you everything that's happening. Less searches come up with this. Less people are watching YouTube videos in regards to Bitcoin and crypto when we die down in volume. The second we break up, people are more interested in it. Businesses are more interested. People watch it more. Very interesting. But we're really getting close to the wire right now on a potential break. Same thing with Litecoin. The interesting part with Litecoin is there's less of a trend line and more of a consolidation point. There's a slight uptrend. I don't think I'm going to count this. No, I don't want to count this. More so, we're waiting right now to see a confirmation. We're waiting on Bitcoin. Everything's being withheld, waiting on Bitcoin to make that move. If Bitcoin can break out of here, it should hopefully send some volume into Litecoin, and we should see that rally like we're talking about, easily up to $100. Maybe not 100, maybe like $95 fairly quick, something like that. It's merely a waiting game. You can see the consolidation. No volume. Volume's died off. Trading flatlined at 44. You'll notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days now of consolidation. As we know from previous videos on this channel, when there's zero movement and zero volume, it's an indication of a break of some sort of volume. Now, I can't say whether we're going to break bullish or bearish. We have to wait on that. Once we see the confirmation, if we can break through like $70, if we break through 69, we'll know where we're going to go. Sorry, if we break through 66. If we break bearish through here, it's a very good chance we're going to fall all the way down to potentially like 58. And then climb the downtrend or climb this bottom support. If we break bullish at a 72, we could easily see a rally up to this level very easily, following volume from Bitcoin. Lastly, Ethereum for the top 3 blue chip cryptos, very similar. Broke bearish out of its support and resistance, still being withheld from resistance, broke the support, fell through, consolidated out, and you'll notice there's a extremely strong resistance at around $180, $181, which it has yet to been able to break. If indeed we see that volume move into Bitcoin, it will go into Litecoin and Ethereum too. We could see that climb up to here. So merely it's a waiting game on all the cryptocurrencies. All the cryptocurrencies are waiting right now. Similarly, Bitcoin to Ethereum Classic, very similar symmetrical triangle forming. Resistance had hit right here, and we're falling back down as called per my previous videos a couple of days ago that we needed this consolidation to lower levels. This is the support on this coin. So merely we're waiting to retest support right here. Once we see support being touched, we should anticipate movement out of here. Very interesting though, very possible we could fall to lower levels. It's definitely there. It doesn't look like it does it much since having this uptrend, but expect that because we have broken above here. We have broken below it, here, and we've broken below it here. So we could anticipate some sort of movement like that, and then we could swing back into here. So very interesting. I'd like to say that the main focus right now is on Bitcoin's chart right now. Otherwise, guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.